Let's talk about shrinkage. Hello everyone, this is Jess Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this video, pag-uusapan po natin ang tinatawag na shrinkage or ang pagliit ng portion ng raw ingredients natin in relation to food costing. This is in regards sa post natin about costing, and then meron akong mga comments na nabasa raising the idea or the concept about shrinkage. Specifically, a comment from Sir Jeffrey Ayento. Tapos sabi niya or suggestion niya that we include the shrinkage in food costing because there are a lot of raw ingredients or raw materials in the food industry na lumiliit or yung tipong nababawasan yung actual weight niya pagka pinapasok na siya into process. For example, yung sa cabbage, binibili mo siya, and then by the time na lulutuin mo na siya, before mo siya lutuin rather, hugasan mo, and then tatanggalin mo yung outer layer ng mga leaves. Though, hindi po ako food expert ha. But, nakikita ko yon when my parents or my ate cooks, and even ako, kahit pa paano to some extent, meron akong alam na lutuin. So, tinatanggal ko yung outer layer. And with that, lumiliit yung actual portion na napuput into process ko because of those normal shrinkage. And then, yung sa pork, for example, merong iba na dinidiscard yung fat or yung skin. So, hindi siya ginagamit. The same goes for the meat, the poultry. Okay, yung sa manok, tinatanggal yung bones, tinatanggal yung skin, and then inaalis yun. Hindi yun sinasama sa pagluluto. So, those are examples of the normal shrinkages that happens with the raw materials. And just to clarify, if gagamitin mo naman ng buo yung manok, for example, into a certain batch of your food, then you don't necessarily have to compute for the shrinkage. However, magiging relevant yung shrinkage if you will be discarding a portion of that material and you will just be using another portion. So, in order to illustrate it better, let us go into our discussion. So before our computation, let us go over the definition muna. So I got this website from Cron, Common Shrinkage Percentage in Food Businesses. So shrinkage is based on the difference between the amount of food and the portion you can actually use. Yun yung sabi ko kanina. The available portion is the entire weight. So, pag sinabing available portion, it refers to the entire weight of the food when purchased. So, kung bibili ka na 1 kilong manok, then the available portion is the 1 kilo. The edible portion of the food is the portion that can be eaten or served to the customer. So, this is the portion na ginagamit natin in the actual processing of our food. Shrinkage is often converted into percentage of the product lost. Then you can also look into the yield percentage, which is the percentage of the product that is edible. So the important term here is the shrinkage as well as the yield. So let us go into our discussion. So kunwari, meron tayo 1 kilo ng raw chicken. And then 20% assume figures lang po ito ha. This is not based on industry standard. So 20% is bones and then the skin, and then the usable portion is only 8%. Ito yung mga yung laman niya. So shrinkage, and then ito po yung tinatawag na yield. So the 80%, the usable portion. So let's say example. So as an example, let's say that in order to produce a specific product, a specific food product, we need 1 kilogram of usable poultry. Okay? So, we need 1 kilogram ng actual poultry or yung meat ng chicken. And then, we will take into account the 20% shrinkage. So, in order to get 1 kilogram of usable poultry, we will be dividing it by the yield ratio, which is 80%, and then lalabas yung 1.25 kilogram. What does it mean? It means that in order to produce 1 kilogram of usable or edible portion, we need to have a raw material of 1.25 kilograms. Ito po yung required na raw chicken. So again, review. Kunwari, 200 pesos yung kilogram ng isang raw chicken. And then we need 1.25 raw chicken to generate 1 kilogram of usable portion. Then, 200 pesos times 1.25 kilograms is equals to 250. So, ano po itong 250 dito? This is the effective. Okay, so ito yung magiging effective cost ng chicken natin that is composed of usable poultry. So, hindi po 200 yung gagamitin natin, but we will be using the 250. So, itong 250 na to, this has accounted for the shrinkage already. Okay, now, let's now proceed with answering our quiz. So, you buy 1 kilogram of chicken breast for 200 pesos, but there's a 20% shrinkage due to the trimming and the cooking loss. You use 150 grams of usable chicken per rice meal. So, what's the real chicken cost per serving? So, we are actually looking for the effective cost. Effective cost ng chicken natin. So, just like kanina, 200 pesos yung kilogram, and then, divide natin sa 1 minus 0.20. That will be 200 over 0.80. Again, this is the yield ratio. So, similar lang siya sa example natin kanina. So, we'll arrive at 250 pesos per kilogram. Now, 250, and then, ang gagamitin lang naman natin is 150 grams. So, times 150 divided by 1,000, we will arrive at, compute na lang natin, palabantag calculator. So, 150 divided by 1,000 times 250, answer is 3750. So, actually, maraming sumagot ng 3750. And kung sumagot ka man ng 3750, then you are correct. So, there you have it, shrinkage. I hope meron kayong natutunan kahit papano. And yes, hopefully you can also incorporate it sa mga food businesses nyo. And once again, thank you so much, Sir Jeffrey Ayento, for raising that concern. Actually, nakalimutan ko siya because a lot of food costing na pinaka-compute ng mga clients ko does not really account for shrinkages. So once again, thank you so much, and may we have a meaningful Holy Week.